Hey you guys, it's Gemstone from www.thebeautyinspirit.com. This is your monthly astrological reading for September. And this time I'm going to be doing the air signs. I'm going to be starting off with Libra. And I have to say happy birthday to any Libras. I mean, by the time you guys see this video, we're not going to be like in a Libra season yet. But because this reading is for the month of September, yeah, some Libras are going to be celebrating their birthday, including me. So what I'm going to be doing for my birthday is I'm going to be offering my readings at half price from the 1st of September to the 14th of September. So it is a good opportunity for anyone that hasn't had a reading done by me before, for us to be able to work together. And yes, it will be so great. So yeah, look out for that. But yeah, I'm gonna start with the Libras and see what is coming up for you this month of September. Let's see. And I'm gonna be picking a gateway oracle card for you to serve as your advice card. So I'm gonna be starting off with your work, then your relationship, then your spiritual life. All right, Libras. I was hoping it was going to be really good. I mean, it's our birthday month, but I'm seeing some challenge, but that's okay. But basically what it's saying is that if you are a Libra that has decided in your work to pursue something that really makes you happy, that really makes you feel passionate about what you do, you might be seeing that following your passion isn't bringing the amount of money that you would have hoped. It might be saying that money might be a bit tight this month. There might be some like expenditures that are coming through that you need to take care of. It could be saying that this might be a time that, you know, if worse comes to worse, you may need assistance from somebody else. But the thing is that I actually feel that there is going to be somebody that could be around you that does want to help you out, that does want to help out your situation. It could be a case that somebody actually can see that, you know what, this person could do with some help, and they actually might be giving you an opportunity. Maybe if it's a case that you need clients for what you do, they might be helping you to get clients, or they might just be giving you some advice about how you can go about doing that. But it's almost like you're getting some assistance from somebody that is really like caring, that really cares about you. Could even be your partner, like whoever you're in a relationship with, that is kind of helping you at this time to kind of maybe bringing some more money, yeah, and just kind of be able to support you at this time if things are a bit tight. So that's the career one. Your relationship situation, Libra, is saying that, oh, it's interesting. It's saying that some of us may be walking away from a certain person. You may be walking away for a certain kind of relationship. Maybe you might be walking away because of the fact that you might even potentially be meeting somebody else. That's kind of what I'm seeing. It's almost like I'm seeing that there might be two people around you, and you might be ending it with one person to be with another person. So it's or it might be even that maybe you have been dating two people and you've reached a point where you're like, okay, I have to decide which one I'm gonna be with, because of the fact that maybe it's reached a point where you are wanting something more, so you have to decide on which person is the one for you. So it's saying kind of it's about weighing up your options, but it's definitely showing that you are separating from one person because of the fact that you are sort of making this choice between two different people. So that's interesting. When it comes to your spiritual life, it's saying that in any kind of endings that happen this month that may seem challenging, that there is hope behind it. It is a positive transformation. At the end of the day, sometimes things are difficult at the time, but they can be a blessing in disguise. And so it's saying, if there at any time this month you feel any sense of grief because of something that has come to an end, know that there's healing that is going to come from it. And it's almost like, for you on a personal level, it can mean that a part of you is transforming at this point. And you probably are transforming, because I think especially around your birthday, you can be like taking stock of things in your life. And especially when you get older, you start to think to yourself, what is really going on? Are there certain things that can be a bit different? And from what I'm seeing, it's almost like you can move into a state of greater peace and serenity by letting go of something that needs to just not be there anymore. So, like I said, even though the ending may be painful or it might even be upsetting, it's necessary in the long run, and you will feel better about it in time. So yes, what card is going to come up for you for the oracle cards? Let's see. Okay, we have follow your bliss. My soul sings with joy. Isn't that interesting? Especially coming up like right after we were talking about going through, any kind of things that you need to let go of and release, and you might feel sad about it, but it's going to be better in the long run. This card is saying, follow what is making you happy, follow what makes you feel good. As you can see, this person here, like, they're making music, they're sort of flowing with the harmony of life. So even if things may be looking a particular way, and you might not always see, the positive aspects of things, it's saying that the answer to all of this is for you to follow where your happiness lies. Like I was saying, from what I saw in the career cards, it looked like, okay, you may be doing something you really enjoy, but is the money and stuff really there when it comes to bringing in an income? But sometimes, even if the money isn't always there, sometimes you just doing that thing is what gives you the fulfillment and gives you that joy. And so sometimes it's not always about the money. Fair enough, you need to be able to support yourself, but sometimes it's not just all about the money, but it's about how does what you do make you feel. And it seems that it's saying, follow that feeling of bliss, follow that feeling of happiness, because it will lead you down a path that will really make you feel content with life. So yes, Libra. Now we're going to be moving on to Gemini. Oh, Gemini already has a card that wanted to come out for you. So let's see how the other cards work with that one that jumped. So yes, Geminis, I'm going to be doing a promotion on my website from the 1st of September through to the 14th. All my readings are going to be half price. So if you haven't had a reading done by me before, it would be a great opportunity for you to have one, see what it's like, and so that we can work together. So let's see how things go. Let's see what cards come up for us now. Okay, the cards that are coming up for us are Yes. What am I saying? I'm not a Gemini. Well, I'm a Gemini ascending. But yes. Okay, so when it comes to your work, I'm seeing that there is going to be a greater fulfillment that you feel in the work that you do. It's saying that it's saying almost like this fulfillment is going to come from the effort that you make. And it's almost like the reason why you feel fulfilled is because you have a sense of wisdom. Maybe the industry that you work in, you're really knowledgeable about it. You understand the way it works. And because you understand the way it works, you can feel better about the work that you do. And you can work in a way that makes you feel happier within yourself because you understand the structure of things. Yeah, I definitely get this feeling of experience. You're experienced at what you do, and because you have that experience, and maybe in the past there may have been situations where maybe when you were more inexperienced, where things didn't really go the way you wanted them to, and you didn't feel good about things because you just didn't know how to work in a way that was conducive to you, that could make you feel better about your work situation. But now it's saying that you have that experience, so you can feel a bit more like, okay, not only do I know what I'm doing, but I can work in a way that suits me. So yes, what I'm seeing for your personal life is, I'm seeing that there could potentially be some kind of disputes, some disagreements as well, which is interesting. I've been seeing for some people, like, these are the cards that are showing like some challenges, but it's saying that things, I don't know, things in the relationship could have been really positive. It could have been going really good, and then for some reason, out of the blue, like, just some argument comes up, and there's just some issue comes up between you and your partner, and the issue that comes up, or a dispute that you may be having, well, that's interesting. It's like the dispute that you're having, even though it may feel unpleasant at the time, it might be almost like you guys have to have this discussion in order to hash things out between the two of you, for you guys to move into a better place in terms of your relationship. Sometimes a relationship is really positive when the two of you don't really have them kind of tough discussions with one another. You know, when you keep things light in a relationship, it's always going to feel much better. But sometimes when you have to discuss things that may be a bit more uncomfortable, maybe a bit more sensitive, there can be disputes. But then sometimes you need to have them kind of conversations in order for the two of you to know that, one, that you can survive in a relationship with each other, and two, for you to move into a better state in your relationship, where you know that, you know what, I can actually tell this person how I feel. I don't have to feel like, oh my gosh, how are they gonna take it? You know, is it worth me starting any kind of issue, because it might it might mean something unpleasant comes out of it. So even though it may sound a bit like not the best, but actually this is a good thing. Sometimes having disputes are a good thing. So yeah, because it seems like this dispute is gonna cause the two of you to get down to the nitty-gritty of some things that you probably had to do for a while, but you just didn't, because you just wanted things to be all good between the two of you. And so now it's like you're gonna hash things out, and you're gonna actually move into a better phase of your relationship. So when it comes to your spiritual cards, it's saying that you are extremely introspective at this time. You're definitely feeling a lot of emotions. You're definitely in search of some greater meaning and greater purpose in your life. You might be feeling like you might even be questioning, where is my life heading? Where are things going for me? I feel like things are changing, but I'm not really sure what these changes are really about in my life, and I'm unaware of where it's all leading to. Maybe things feel quite uncertain for you, on a spiritual level, but it's saying that even though things might be uncertain, intuitively, within yourself where it is that you're going. Sometimes we can't see where we're heading physically, but we can know where we're going in our heart. And that's kind of what I'm seeing for you. So don't be worried if you can't see things in the physical, because your intuition is always going to guide you correctly anyway. So yes, that's for you, Gemini. And your oracle card is the giving birth. I am bringing forth new and dynamic energy into my life. So this must be the new cycle that I was seeing in your spiritual cards, that you're giving birth within yourself, within you as a person. A new you is forming, and this new you it's almost like you're in that stage of birth where, when we're in, our mother's womb, we're in the dark. We don't know anything of the outside. We don't know, what our place in this world even is, because of the fact that we haven't even been exposed to the world yet. We don't know what our purpose is. We don't know where we're going, what it's all about. But then within this darkness, we're soon about to come out and to be exposed to the world, and to be able to see more, okay, what is really going on, what is really happening. Like you can see out of this, in this image, the womb is here, and then you can see all of this, all the stars in the sky, the birds, all this stuff is going on, but here she can't see or experience none of it. So for me, this is probably how you're feeling right now. Maybe there's things that you can't envision where your life is heading, or maybe you're feeling like you can't grasp onto anything in your life right now. Maybe things just feel very unstable, or maybe even unpredictable. And it might be a bit of a scary time as well, because I think as people, we always want to be able to see what is coming. We don't like to be in suspense. We don't like to be uncertain, but sometimes we have to experience that. And a lot of the time we experience it just before the awakening, just before we actually give birth, and just before we can really be out there and see everything and be like, yeah, now I understand, So this is a highly spiritual time for you. And like I said, it might be a scary time as well, but know that intuitively you are being guided and you are being supported. So yes, that's Gemini. And I'm going to plug in my laptop because I can hear it beeping. Okay. So the next sign will be Aquarius. And we're going to see what is coming up for the Aquarius sign this month. So let's get to shuffling. Okay, so I've been telling all of you guys, because I know that some people don't watch the intro of the video. So yes, that I'm going to be doing readings half price from the 1st of September to the 14th of September in celebration of my birthday. So please do order a reading with me. It will be amazing to work with you. So let's see what is coming up in your cards. I'm going to be starting off with your professional life like last time, then move on to your personal life, then your spiritual life, and I'm going to pull a gateway oracle card for you to serve as an advice card for you this month, Aquarius. So there's some cards falling out. Let me see. Okay. Hmm. Right. Your work. Things are going well. Things look good. To me, when it comes to your work, ooh, you're serious. You're serious about your work this month. You're really focused on, like, you're developing a strategy. How can I excel? It's like that kind of strategy. Or if you're working for yourself, it's like you're thinking to yourself, yeah, it's almost like I'm just feeling like you're this commander in chief. Like you're just in this position of responsibility, and you're in a higher position, and it's like you're strategizing, how can I make my business even better? Or you're thinking to yourself, how can I make this job that I do even better than what it is? How can I work more effectively? How can I be an even better leader? It's like that kind of thing. Like you're really thinking, you're really good at problem solving at this time. You're really spending a lot of time in your mind, doing a lot of deliberating, strategizing, analyzing. So if you do any kind of job where you work with numbers and statistics and stuff like that, like this month you're on fire, because you're able to just compute things, calculate things really fast, analyze things. It's that kind of energy that is coming through with your work situation. If you do any kind of job where some issue arises or something, it's like you're gonna know the solution to the issue. You're gonna work it out, and it's gonna be like a simple thing for you, even though other people may be thinking like, how did they do that? But for you, you're just gonna be on fire. Like you're just gonna have the know-how. And again, I think a lot of that know-how will come from the fact that you have the knowledge. You have the understanding, and you might even be teaching other people. Like you might be showing other people how to do their job, or how to do what you do, because of the fact that you are just already good at it. So yeah, your work is looking good, Aquarius. When it comes to your relationships, there's something you're going to be feeling good about that too. It's like it's almost like there is some kind of victory. Maybe you feel like you found somebody and you're just like, wow, like this person is exactly who I wanted to meet. It's like that kind of thing. Where maybe you've met people in the past and it just hasn't worked out, but then all of a sudden you meet this one person and you're just like, yay, like they're exactly what I wanted, and you're just feeling good about that, and it's almost giving you a more positive perspective when it comes to relationships. Maybe before you wasn't as positive, because maybe you were questioning, or will I actually find somebody that I really like, that I really connect with? But then all of a sudden it's like now you have a completely new perspective, because you've met somebody that makes you think like, yay, things are good, like I'm happy in this relationship. And if you are already in a relationship, it could be saying that things are moving into a even better phase. There's some kind of celebration going on between the two of you, and if there have been any kind of bumps in the road, now is a time where those bumps are kind of smoothed out, and you might even have a greater sense of appreciation for the person that you're with this month. Your spiritual cards seem to be connecting with your relationship situation. So it's saying that there might be a close connection between you and somebody else. And let me pick one more just to kind of see. That's interesting, because there might be a close connection between you and somebody else. this relationship might actually be, like I said before, like it's positive because the cards were looking good for this relationship. But it's almost like even though the cards were looking good for the relationship, there's these other cards that are letting me know that maybe you're liking this person, but it's almost like you're afraid of the commitment. You're afraid of the commitment with this person. And because of this commitment, you actually might be scared away. Which is weird because you seem to like this person. But yeah, but I feel like it's saying, do you know what? It depends what you're looking for right now. If you aren't really looking for some kind of deep commitment, then you can keep things as light as you want them to be. But I guess it depends on the person you're with, because maybe the person you're with might be wanting something that is more serious than maybe what you're even looking what you're even looking for right now. And maybe you just don't want to be trapped in a situation right now that you're not prepared for. So maybe a part of you is almost like, yeah, there might be somebody that you like, that you meet, but then it's still like a part of you still wants to have your freedom. And it's almost like if this person pushes you too hard, you might be actually feeling like you just want to back away. So, interesting cards for you, Aquarius. Okay, let's see what this last card, oracle card, is going to say to you, Aquarius. Igniting courage. And it says, I'm strong, valiant, and courageous. And to me, this connects really nicely with those last cards about this relationship that you may be backing away from. It's saying, be courageous, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of commitment. Don't be afraid of things maybe excelling too fast. Maybe that's what you're worried about. You don't want things to go too fast because maybe you think it might not work out if you meet somebody and things, progress quickly. Maybe you might start to get worried. Don't worry about that. I think that what it is that you have to go with the flow of the relationship. Sometimes two people meet and the connection is just instant and the passion is there and everything is there, and then you and that person just become super close really fast. And I think for those of you that like to take things slow, it might be a bit, it might put you off. But then I'm thinking at the same time, it's because of the nature of the relationship. Sometimes that connection is just instant. And like I said, personally, I think you should just go with the flow. But at the same time, it also depends on you and what you feel comfortable with. But don't let fear rule any of the decisions that you make. Let it be more that, okay, I'm gonna do what is right for me, what it is that I'm looking for personally. But don't let fear be an issue, or a fear ruin your chances with somebody that you actually could have a really good relationship with. So yes, I'll see you guys. Bye.